Hello folks, for those of you that missed me when I was doing a live yesterday, sorry, I just thought I'd do one. I thought next time I do a live, I'll plan it and I'll, let people know I'm going to do a live. And here we are again where I'm just doing it. But I just thought I'd give you a quick update on what's distracting me at the moment. So, situation is, one of those annoying things where, you've got to replace some kitchen units, a work surface, and put the sink back in. And I'm at the point where I've been on meeting calls, I've been all sorts of things, and I haven't had chance to sort of do anything too much. But I've got a couple of units here. I've sort of marked out for where the sink needs to go. I need to get that router out. Router's your computer thing. A router is this, isn't it? Probably. Anyway, that's where I'm at. I've sort of marked it. I've put in my guesstimate as to where this time I'm going to snap it. No, of course not. This time I'm going to keep it in one piece. That's the aim of the game, isn't it? So I'm going to try and keep it in one piece. I'm going to try, whilst I'm doing that, I'm going to try and log in somehow. I don't know, how do you do these things? I don't know. I'm a bear with a very small brain when it comes to these things. And then if anyone puts anything up, anyone chats, then I can actually try and respond. So let's have a look. Here we are. Ooh, still distracted. That's it. So I'll try and do this whilst I'm just faffing about and measuring and doing stuff, because I've got to work out. I didn't bring my sawhorses. So, hang on, let me just turn the volume off that one. So there we go. So if anyone wants to stick anything in the chat, you can do. And I think I'll be able to see it on the other bit. So that'd be great. So if anyone's here, then do that, drop it in. That'd be great. In terms of, I was just thinking someone's jumped on. That'd be good. And then I just realized it's me. So what have we got to do? I need to get somewhere and put this worktop on a surface where, let me just measure. You know how you sort of mark out for the sink? And I've got these little bits and it's about 2 centimeters. So if I did it just under 2 centimeters, the sink unit should sit in the hole. Now we know this time, this time I remembered what people had said about the sink bowl. So I've actually sort of sat the sink in and I've chopped a perfectly good bit of a kitchen unit, because surely no one would design a kitchen unit that doesn't bloody work, but they do, they still do. I've had to take out this central strut here because it's a 1.5 sink and the half sits right on this central strut, which has probably meant that this entire unit is about as strong as a wet paper bag, but I don't know what else to do. I think I'll try and stick it back in somehow, and brace it somehow. But it just seems ludicrous to me that you can design a kitchen sink unit whereby the first thing you have to do is get a jigsaw and chop bits out. But that's what happens. But anyway, if anyone's tuning in, just drop me a line, say hello. I think I can see it on here. And hey, ask away. Ask any question if you want. Paris. Oh, sorry, I thought someone said the capital of France. And I knew that one. Right, I need a straight edge to then mark that up. Where's my bit of wood? Let's go get the bit of wood. If you hear squawking in the background, it's because one of the guys that's here has some sort of parrot or something. Yeah, some sort of parrot. So, yeah, I don't know. Bit weird, huh? I'm not convinced about birds in cages. So if I, yeah, then why does that look wrong already? How do you do this, Bestie? How do you manage to do this? Well, you've only drawn one line and it doesn't look right. Or is that right? It's about 1.5. It's about 1.5 on there. Right, so let's do this. Anyone, if anyone's tuned in, just say hello. Make me feel less alone, hey? Look, that is blunt. I don't know, I'm sure somebody takes my knives, blunts all the blades, and then gives them back. Bloody useless. What's that? A secret compartment. Look at that. I've got a secret compartment where you store the extra blades. And I don't have any extra blades. Aha, but the other half of the blade is good. This is what I waste my time on. Stupid things like this. Right, so if that goes in there, get the router out. Route around. There we go. Get a point to the pencil now. Oh, I see why. Oh. That's why. Do you know, if I run it up against the edge here, obviously the point moves away from what I'm doing. And I've just realised if you turn it that way, you get a different point of drawing it. Honestly, how can I not know how to hold a pencil? At the grand old age of 41, how can I not know how to hold a pencil? I don't know. Anyway, let's just slide that back so we can get a mark on here. Now the weird thing is, if I do it in pencil, when I come to use the router, the pencil line just kind of disintegrates. The graphite just comes straight off, it doesn't stick. So I really ought to do it with a Sharpie and make sure I can see it. I'm just nervous because last time I did it with Sharpie, I put the line in the wrong spot and then I couldn't get the Sharpie marker off. Be brave, bestie. Be brave. Okay. Oh, well, that's that now forever. Oh, where's that gone? Oh, come on. Goodness sake. Right, that's those two done. Hello, Sharon. Yeah, sorry I missed you, Mark. Sorry I missed you on the live last time. But we'll have a catch up at some point, eh? I'm sure. And I was talking to another of our long-standing or sitting sufferers who've had to put up with me, Jim, and he was asking about, you know, the big circular saws. Let me get it. So you know, something like that. It's a big circular saw. And he was asking a question, which is a great question, because I've seen them as well. And they are... You can get a circular saw now that's kind of like the size of this grinder. So you have the blade, but you have it on a little handheld one. And conversation was about, you know, were they any good? What did I think of them? And I was thinking, well, I don't actually have one. So what's that on my head? I was thinking, I don't actually have one, which I know for some of you means I could be taking a trip to the DIY store. But yeah, I don't know. Has anyone used it? Has anyone had a go with one? If you have, pop in the comments when you watch this. Just stick in the comments as to whether you think it's a good little device. And I'm not talking about using it all day, every day. I'm talking about using it for the occasional thing. Maybe cutting out a bit of plasterboard, or just doing a bit of trim, or just 1 or 2 sheets of MDF or something like that. It'd be interesting to know if one of the sort of devices about that size, but as sort of a mini circular saw, whether that'd be useful. Now, that kind of needs replacing, doesn't it? Yeah. I was trying to sharpen something using the wrong tool for the job, or the wrong disc, and it let me know in no uncertain terms. Anyway, so what have we got to do on here on this before I can get back to the house? I've got to cut out for the sink to pop it into this work surface. I've got to connect up, and I've got to fit the doors and just screw it all together and make sure it fits snugly. Then fit the upstand around it and put a bit of sealant on. So I'm thinking, 10, 15 minutes to see this job done. Yeah, I can't see it taking any longer than that. I mean, I'm a virtual professional these days. Yeah, professional what? I hear you cry. But let's just mark this out a bit. As I say, I've then got to work out where I'm going to sit this worktop to actually do the router. Yeah. I think we've got an idea as to where this router needs to go. So I need to find my jig thing, and then set this up. What the hell can I rest on? Oh, do I not like this? Anyway, whilst I ponder that, I'm going to wish you a very happy rest of your day, and I'll see you soon as we somehow find our way back into the escape tunnel as we try and do the escape to the dream house. See you soon, folks. Bye for now. How do you do this? Oh, yeah. Oh, look at the size of that finger. Oh, I shouldn't have hit that with a hammer. End.